Hi everyone! So today I'm going to show you really quickly how to make Asian lettuce wraps. I'm going to start with the beef. So I've got my steamer full of ground beef. Excuse the very unprofessional video here. But in here I've actually doubled the recipe because we like to have leftovers. So I've got 2 pounds of ground beef, and then I'm going to put in some Asian stir-fry spice, if you can see that. There we go. And I'm going to stick my measuring spoon right in there and just do 1 and 2 tablespoons of the stir-fry spice. Put the lid back on, and then I've just got some cheap no-name soy sauce, and you can use that, or you can use a gluten-free version, or if you have your own favorite, you can use whatever you got in the cupboard. And then just 2 tablespoons of the soy sauce. And then you just give it a good stir, mix it all in, and just like that. Stir, stir, stir. And you don't have to worry too much about everything blending super perfectly, because once you cook it up, you can just break it up and the flavor is distributed. So this is in the multi-purpose steamer, and my toddler's in the background. You can hear him over there. I'm just going to put the lid on this. And I didn't have to add any oil or water or anything else. It's just the meat cooking in its own juices in the steamer. You can see, I don't know if you can see, there's a little like vents at the top there. So it just cooks in its own juices, and it keeps it nice and moist and delicious. So I'm just going to pop this in the microwave for 5 minutes. Check it and see whether it looks done. And if it needs any additional cooking time, I'll add it then. Okay, so as the meat is cooking, I'm going to do the dressing for the Asian coleslaw. So that's the sesame ginger dressing, and I'm going to throw in a 1/4 cup of rice vinegar. I'm just making 1/2 cup of dressing because it's easier to measure, and I will have leftovers. So 1/4 cup of dressing, and 1/6 cup of olive oil. So I just know that it's half. It gives the instructions for the full cup of dressing, so I'm just having what the instructions say. And then I'm going to throw in 1.5 tablespoons of soy sauce. One and a half. And then going to give my measuring spoon a quick wipe off, and then I'm going to do just a tablespoon of the sesame ginger dressing mix. And this, of course, is all while the meat is cooking. So that's done. Oops, that's not the lid. And there's the lid on my cruet. I just give it a shake, and that's ready to throw on the coleslaw. So there is my pre-shredded coleslaw. And I'm just going to give that another shake and toss some of it on there, and give it a toss with some tongs, and that can go right on the lettuce wraps. So just a little quick toss, and coleslaw is ready to go. So the microwave just beeped, and I'm looking at my meat and it's still a bit pink, so I'm just going to give it another little stir, just to break up the meat a little bit more. So like I said, we're doing 2 pounds tonight, so that's quite a bit of meat to cook. So whoops, I've also noticed that my microwave is weaker than most of the ones that I've used at other cooking classes. So you get to know your microwave a little bit, and then you'll know your cooking times a lot better. So but it's actually nice when you do shorter cooking times, because you can give it a stir and just distribute the flavors a little bit better. So I'm going to throw that back in for probably another 3 minutes and then check it again. The next thing that I'm going to make is the wasabi ginger aioli. So you can use this on your wraps or go without. I like the extra little flavor. The wasabi ginger is not spicy. I'm not a big spice person, and this is totally fine for me. So it's really just an added bit of flavor. So I'm just going to make a half a cup. Again, ingredients for a full cup are on the bottle. Like everything with Epicure, the ingredients are on the bottle and the instructions for basic recipes are on the bottle. But lots of people are much more creative than I am in the kitchen, so they use them for whatever. So I'm just going to do half a cup of mayo, and it calls for 1 tablespoon for a full cup, so I'm just going to do half a tablespoon. And mix that in. And so that is a lovely little aioli that can go on the lettuce wraps, but it could also go on sandwiches or whatever you like to throw aioli on, or whatever you want a bit of a kick. Not a kick, it doesn't have spice in it, but a little extra bit of fun flavor. Asian inspired flavor. So, beef is cooking, mayo is ready, coleslaw is ready, I've got rice in the rice cooker, and the last piece of the puzzle is just having your lettuce wraps. So the lettuce wraps I've actually already washed, and they're just waiting in the salad spinner. So I just use iceberg lettuce and cut off the bottom and pull off some big pieces to do lettuce wraps. I've used butter lettuce in the past, and I've also used romaine to do more of a boat kind of idea, but that's the Asian lettuce wrap. So when this stuff is finished, which it should be any minute now, we'll show you a complete version. So I just took the beef out of the microwave. I did it for 5 minutes, and then another 4 minutes is what I ended up doing. It looks nice and ready to go. It's sitting in its juices. It smells delicious. Depending on the cut of meat you use, or the kind of meat you use, I used ground beef, regular ground beef, so there is quite a bit of juices in the bottom. I don't know if you can see like that. But if you use the leaner the meat, the less juice. So pork is quite juicy, regular ground beef quite juicy. I've used turkey, it's also delicious, not quite as juicy, but less fat. So it's totally your call. You can experiment and play. You could do a blend if you like. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So the meat is cooked in under 10 minutes, and you assemble everything else while the meat is cooking. So that's done. So I'll show you a complete picture in a minute. Okay, so the final version, I will bring the camera down like this, and that is our lettuce wraps. I served it with a side of brown rice, and I've sprinkled everything bagel sprinkle on that. So everything bagel has chia and sesame seeds and additional stuff to keep you full, fiber and omegas. So that is pretty much it. Pretty quick and easy. Dinner in under 15 minutes. I got home late and it still worked out. So that's it. Thanks.